Honey, welcome to Morning Joan. Can we talk? I've got a deal for you that's hotter than a celebrity scandal. Amazon is offering a 55-inch QLED 4K Samsung TV for under $380. That's right, darling. Less than $400 for a premium brand TV. Face it, who doesn't need a good TV for binge-watching their favorite shows? And let's be real, we're not all gamers, so the refresh rate isn't a deal-breaker for me. This baby's got integrated voice controls, 4K upscaling, and Bluetooth connectivity. What more could you want? Now, I know what you're thinking, Joan. Is this TV too good to be true? And my response is, oh, grow up. It's a great deal, and if you're in the market for a new TV, you should totally take advantage of it. The Samsung Q7F may not be the fanciest TV on the market, but trust me on this, it's a solid choice for streaming. And with a 29% discount, you'd be crazy to pass it up. So, if you're looking to upgrade your TV without breaking the bank, head on over to Amazon and grab this deal before it's gone. And remember, darling, when it comes to fashion, TVs, practicality is key. You don't need all the bells and whistles to have a great viewing experience. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Honey, welcome back to Morning Joan. Can we talk? I've got a story that's been simmering for far too long, and I'm not just talking about the tea in my cup. A man has been arrested in connection with the murder of Dubliner Eoin McCarthy, whose remains were found in Hollywood, Co-Wicklow, back in 2005. Face it, darling, this is a case that's been cold for far too long, and I'm glad to see some movement. Now, I know what you're thinking, Joan. This is a serious story, not some juicy celebrity scandal. And you're right, it's not. But let me tell you, the drama, the intrigue, the wait for justice, it's all still there. Trust me on this, I've seen my fair share of twists and turns in show business, but this one takes the cake. The Gardaí have been investigating for years and finally, they've made an arrest. A man in his 40s is being detained under Section 4 of the Criminal Justice Act, and I hope he's got a good lawyer, because he's going to need it. Oh, grow up! This is serious business, folks. As someone who's been in this industry long enough to see it all, I can tell you that justice is not always swift, but when it comes, it's sweet. And the first hope for the family and friends of Eoin McCarthy, they finally get the closure they deserve. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darlings. We're wrapping up today's show with a fascinating interview that's got everyone talking. The one and only Harrison Ford sitting down to dish about his iconic career. Can you believe it? The man who's been making our hearts skip a beat as Han Solo, Indiana Jones, and so many other unforgettable characters is still flying high, literally. Who else can say they've made an emergency landing in a vintage World War II airplane and lived to tell the tale? Now, let's get into it. Harrison Ford is opening up about his most famous ad-lib in Star Wars. You know, that swoon-worthy "I know" line that's become synonymous with Han Solo's charm. Apparently, George Lucas wasn't too thrilled about the change, but Ford stood his ground, and the rest, as they say, is history. And did you know that Harrison Ford was almost drafted into the Vietnam War? He had to get creative with his conscientious objector application, citing a Protestant theologian's definition of God as life itself. Talk about thinking outside the box. It's no wonder he's always been a bit of a rebel, on and off screen. What the first adore about Harrison Ford is that he's still got that spark, that sense of adventure that's driven him throughout his career. He's not afraid to speak his mind, whether it's about his flying escapades or his views on the world. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to see Chris Walken as Han Solo? Can you imagine? That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay fabulous.